Yeah, that's right, guys. Welcome back. This is Frope, bringing you another jet gameplay video here, but we are going to change it up a bit, do some tips and tricks. Alright, these are some of the things that I figured out myself while flying during the beta. So tip number one is you don't get the heat seekers right away, so you better be good at shooting that machine gun. Otherwise, you're not going to get a lot of kills. So if you're having issues flying jets, you know, you can find yourself an empty server and definitely practice. I did start using the mouse and keyboard with that first video that I made, but I found out that you could just use the keyboard. So use A, W, S, D, and the arrow keys, spacebar to shoot, shift to turbo, and that's what all this gameplay has been. Only the keyboard. I have not touched the mouse at all. So best tip for the machine gun, you see that little dot there? You definitely want to go ahead and lead your shots. Alright, so you don't want to just aim for the crosshair, you want to make sure that you have a little lead so you can go and make sure that guy ain't coming home for dinner. So I was having issues at first trying to do sharp turns, but what I found out to work best for me was to, when you're going in a turn, you start to brake. So S to brake backwards, that's default. And then while you're turning, halfway through the turn, you start to throttle with W. You can put some afterburners if you want, but that's what I found best for me to work, to like make sure I get that sharp turn. Other people have been doing like afterburner, turn, then you brake, and then you afterburn. So it's whatever you feel more comfortable with, but it's for sure something that takes practice. So get a couple hours of gameplay. You know, it's even with enemies, you'll learn. Trial and error is the best way to go. So you hear that beeping noise? That's not good. No. But that's the one you're looking for. When it goes really fast, like that's when you want to use the flares. So when you're getting locked on, best thing to do is to fly up, you know, try to maneuver your way out of there. You know, climb up to 1,000 feet, because if it's a stinger that's locking onto you, ain't going to be able to get you that high. And I do find that stingers are pretty powerful right now. Those things are really fast and they hurt. So what missile, what stinger usually gets you at around 59%, 52 to 59, and 2 will definitely bring you in the danger zone. So this is just a quick clip. I was able to land. You know, I was far away. I'm like, I'm not gonna make it. So I always have my repair kit with me, just in case. But I was getting a little scared here in the warning zone. I'm like, God, what's gonna happen? But you get in, and it goes away. But I see that I'm not fully repaired yet, so I better give it that little extra TLC. But yeah, like I said, to land, you just hold S, which is backwards, and then the landing gear comes out. So it's pretty important to know how to land in case that happens. Now there's also a new perk called Extinguisher. Alright, but you have to replace, it's the flares or the extinguisher. But it basically puts out the fires and will start up your auto regeneration, which is a pretty cool feature. But with, you know, you have to expect that everyone's gonna have a stinger in their back pocket just waiting for you, because that's what I was doing when I wasn't in a jet. I use usually the engineer kit, making sure that helicopters and jets were my #1 enemy. Another little tip here that I got from when I was playing Battlefield 2 jets back in the day. Best thing to do when you do have the heat seekers and the machine gun. Alright, so you lock on with the heat seekers, and then what you want to do is switch to your machine gun and finish the kill. Alright, it also, when you switch to the machine gun, they don't get the locking noise. Alright, so if you're following them around, I find it's best to keep your machine gun on, so they don't think that someone's locked on, and then when they're going straight, you switch back to your rockets. Get them in your danger zone, you know. You get them ready for the kill. Just like right here, right now, you're ready, you're going, and then, wha-bam! Winner, winner, chicken dinner. And those are just some of the things that I've learned with the few hours of gameplay that I was able to get with the jets here. And another thing is you can always switch the view with C, which is great when you are turning. If he's taking sharp turns, you know, it gives you a better area of view, so you can see exactly what's going on, where he's going, because you want to make sure that you're going to be behind him and he ain't getting behind your ass. Alright, so that's tip number 1 right there. Make sure you're on his ass. And that about does it for this episode of Tips and Tricks. One of many episodes to come, I hope. I hope you guys like this, because I do plan on having some other tips and trick videos of other types of gameplay. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to let the video finish. Some more jet kills. Alright guys, so if you do like my videos, make sure you do subscribe, comment, and like them. Alright, all comments are answered by me personally. That's right. So make sure to leave some if you do have questions. Alright, I do like to keep a friendly community, make sure that, you know, everyone gets involved. Alright, so that's something that we're growing on right now. So once again guys, tell your friends, watch the videos. This is Frope signing out. Peace.